Hey everyone, Thyworm here with yet another episode on Pagan Online, this time talking about farming heroes and hero shards. This video will be a longer one because I want to give an in-depth overview so you understand how to efficiently farm for hero shards. I'm going to cover three subjects. First, I'll give a short explanation what hero shards are for. Second, I'll give a broad overview on how hero shard farming works in general. And third, I'll dive into the specifics, leaving no stone unturned on how to efficiently farm for your hero shards. Hero shards, what are they for? Very quickly, you can use them for two things. First, to unlock new heroes to play with, and second, to unlock new skins for your unlocked heroes. I have a specific video on customization of characters and pets, so check the card for that one. Hero shard farming in general. The way you farm hero shards effectively is basically a three-step process. Step 1, you have to do some side missions to collect these keys and key fragments. Keys come in 5 versions depending on the mission power level you do. The type of key determines which assassination mission you can play. Step 2, you need to complete the prerequisites of the assassination mission. They range from being a certain legacy level to have side missions completed. Some of these you might have done accidentally already, but especially later on these can be tough to complete if you don't know what to look for. We'll cover these things in depth in the third section of this video. Step 3, congratulations, you've unlocked the assassination mission and got the key for it as well. You can now enter the mission, kill the target and collect those shards. On average, I found that around 15 hero shards drop, so you will need 3 to 4 runs to get a new hero. That means also 3 to 4 keys. I've also found that the difficulty level does not affect the amount of hero shards dropped, so I would recommend running these missions on normal difficulty so you can clear them faster. Each assassination drops different hero shards. I'll link a great overview in the description to a webpage where you can easily see which assassination drops which hero shard. But the real question is, how can you farm these shards efficiently? Efficient hero shard farming, a detailed guide. So let's break down the 3-step process a little further and do a deep dive on each step. Step 1, collecting keys, is the easy part. If you do a side mission every now and then, you probably already have a few. However, you can farm keys especially fast using defense missions. They really only last a couple of minutes, and if you do them on normal difficulty they drop at least 3 key fragments. 5 fragments make a full key. If you are looking for a specific key, which you probably are, just click the chest icon on the side missions to make sure the key you're looking for actually drops from these missions. If you increase the difficulty on side missions, more keys will drop, but this might not be worth it. It really depends on how overleveled and overpowered you are for the particular side mission. If it takes you, let's say, twice as long to kill the enemies on the highest difficulty, which happened to me quite often, I don't think it's worth the extra effort. Drop rates are simply not twice as good and the extra amount of experience isn't worth it either. So if you have issues clearing the higher difficulties, just stay away from it because it's not efficient. Should you, however, have a character that's like 10 levels above the side mission that you're playing and it has a ton of might, you will most likely be one-shotting enemies, regardless of difficulty. If this is the case, then definitely play on the highest difficulty because you'll get more keys and key fragments in roughly the same amount of time. Step 2. The prerequisites for an assassination mission. These are by far the toughest, but don't worry, I'll give you some tips on how to complete these easily. Follow these tips and you'll literally save hours. Let's take a look at the type of prerequisites. They fall into roughly 5 categories and I'll give some advice on how to complete each category. First, complete Hunt XXX. This is the requirement that caused me the most trouble. If you take a closer look at the prerequisite list, you will see that it asks you to complete a hunt or two, but it also tells you in which hunt pool it can be found. So remember this, in this case the Pursuit 2, and go to the Hunts tab. Here scroll down until you find this specific hunts pool. There's a good chance the hunt you're looking for isn't there. This is because these hunts are randomly generated in the hunts pool. If your hunt isn't there but you're sure you're in the right pool, just click the refresh button a couple of times until it shows up. Once it does, activate it. Okay, you got your hunt activated, but these things are a real pain to complete sometimes, right? Yes, they are, but there's also some logic behind them. Hunts usually require you to either collect items from slain enemies or slay the enemy themselves. And enemies are actually grouped. You will always find the same group of enemies in a side mission, and the location of the side mission determines its inhabitants. This makes perfect sense, right? You get all these ice monsters in these icy areas. So with this in mind, look at your hunt quest again and look at the enemy icon. It has a color, right? Blue, brown, purple, etc. This color actually represents a region is what I found out. So a brown colored icon represents an enemy in the desert area. A blue colored icon represents an enemy in the frozen area, etc. And an easy way to take advantage of this is to use the world map. The side mission tab is a complete mess UI wise, but the world map gives you the 4 possible regions. Depending on the icon color of your hunt, choose your region accordingly, and within this region you will find the monster you're looking for. If you want to make absolutely sure, you can also click the enemies tab on a side mission, but I found that basically all missions in the same area inhabit the same monsters. Even after this, you can still run into a side mission or campaign that has very few of the monsters you need to kill, but that's unfortunately not something I can help you with. There's this pretty detailed post on the Steam forums, which I'll link in the description. I suggest taking a look over there if you're stuck in a specific situation. For hunts, I would definitely not recommend the higher difficulties, as they offer no advantage and only slow you down. When you need to collect quest items, make sure to actively look for them after an encounter. They have this white glow around them, but they're really not super visible. You can easily miss them, especially if you don't pick up white stuff normally. Also a pro tip for farming scorpions: these enemies lay eggs, and the little scorpions that spawn from these eggs also drop the quest items. So you just have the big scorpion lay eggs, kill the little ones, and the scorpion related hunts are done in no time. You're welcome. Another pro tip: should you have completed the hunt's prerequisites for one assassination mission, immediately look at the next one and already activate the required hunt. This increases your efficiency by a lot. Hunts are not tied to a mission level usually and can therefore be farmed on any level. By already activating the hunt's prerequisites for the next assassination mission, you can start completing it. Hunts are by far the toughest and most time consuming requirements, so make use of this. Fortunately, the other prerequisites are a lot easier. The second one, complete campaign battle XXX. Just do them. They've got a good story to them, they are required for most assassinations, so just complete those 5 acts. Third requirement, reach XXX might. This isn't too hard either. The might prerequisite is fortunately a lot lower than the recommended might level to start the assassination. An easy way to increase might is to level up your abilities or to craft some gear. Fourth requirement, reach legacy level XXX. Also not that tough. The best way to increase your legacy level fast is to level up your newly acquired heroes. Each hero level up increases your legacy experience. And a good way to level new heroes is to give them good equipment, drop them in a level 20 side mission, and they can gain like 15 levels in 15 minutes, like I'm doing here with Masha. Like really, it's super fast. Make sure you have some equipment ready and craft it for your new heroes, so they are off to a good start. Nothing is as depressing as swinging that sexy whip with Anya and looking at this. Meh. You can buy additional stash size for 20k per tab, which is a worthwhile investment, so there's no reason to not give your new heroes a warm welcome into the world of Pagan Online by saving up some gear for them up front. Fifth requirement, complete side mission XXX. Here we use the same system as with the hunts. Look carefully in which side mission group the quest can be found and refresh the pool until it shows up. Pro tip for completing these really fast: you only need to do a single encounter and then just stop the mission in order for these side mission prerequisites to be fulfilled. So that's like 1 minute? And after you've done all these prerequisites, you got step 2 out of the way, and the rest is just smooth sailing really. Step 3, the actual assassination mission, just completed. Don't do it on higher difficulty levels because it won't increase the amount of hero shards dropped. Unless you're grossly overleveled and overpowered, then be my guest. These were my guides and tips on hero shard farming. I really hope this guide was able to help you out, especially with the prerequisites. If it did, consider subscribing because I have more Pagan Online tutorials in mind. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you all soon. Bye bye.